makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because I'm going to be testing out a palette that I've wanted to try for a really long time, and for a while it was out of stock, and then it was in stock, and I kind of waited. I was like, I don't know if I should get it or not, and then it was out of stock, and so I was like, okay, I guess I can't get it now. And then it went back in stock, and I was like, you know what, I can't wait any longer. I'm just gonna try it out. I'm gonna give it a chance. So this is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Bright Lights palette, and I love the colors in this palette. This is speaking to me so much right now. So it's basically all just super pretty colors. There is one kind of like, it's kind of like a brown shade, but it has like kind of like a mustardy orange type tone to it. And then there are 3 glitter shades, and then just 2 shimmers, and the rest are mattes. So I haven't even swatched anything in this except for the glitters because I was just trying to get a feel for what they feel like. So I don't have a game plan or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with this shade right here, which is called Cloud. It's like a really pastel blue shade, super pretty. I think I'm just going to put this on this inner area. Decent pigment. I think I'm just going to build that color a little bit up, and I've seen like I see people who use like colorful eyeshadows, they normally do like more like patty motions before they blend, so I think I'm just gonna try that out just to make it, yeah, I think that definitely helps. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here, which is called Punky, and I'm just gonna kind of put that in the middle here. Be like a little bit lower down. Again, just gonna kind of pack that on. So that color, even though I feel like in the pan it looks more like a darker like teal shade, I think it's definitely applying more on the pastel side. It definitely looks a little bit lighter on the eyes, which I'm totally okay with. I like a light pretty teal shade. It's just not quite as dark. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and take maybe like a slightly like fluffier brush, and I'm going to take the shade right here, which is called Smash. And I'm just going to kind of blend the edges with that. It's a really pretty shade. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take that same tiny brush, just since we're working in kind of like smaller areas right now, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is that really pretty vibrant purple. This is the shade Pop Rocks. That one had a little bit of kickback, but not too bad. I'm just going to kind of throw this onto the outer V. This is a little bit more of a risk because certain shades are just kind of hard to blend together, and I feel like purple and green just... they're like frenemies, so I have to work a little bit more to kind of get them to mesh well. So I'm definitely kind of going back and forth, adding more product, kind of just packing it on and then blending it out just to get it to the intensity that I want. But so far I think it's blending nicely. I haven't blended this side as much, but I think that it looks decent. I mean, I'm impressed so far. And for some reason, I don't know what it was about this palette, I just, even though I love the colors, I just had a feeling I wasn't gonna like it, which I think is what took me like so long to buy it, and why I like kept going back and forth. And I've never tried anything from the brand, and I saw a few people say that the eyeshadows were chalky, which I haven't swatched them yet, so I can't tell you what they feel like on your fingers, but on the eyes, I mean, I'm here for it. Give me that fluffy brush and add just a touch more Smash. I just want that green to be very bright, vibrant at the top. I feel like I should take a color between the green and the purple just to help it blend. So I think I'm going to go ahead and, oops, I'm going to use my Whisper brush cleaner. Just kind of get any excess purple off this brush and just kind of blend right here. Okay, so that helped blend it out a little bit, but I don't know if you can tell, but I definitely lost some of the purple there when I blended it out, so I'm going to go ahead and add some purple back. Just for the heck of it, I think I'm going to take some of this pink shade right here. This is Becky. That makes me laugh. And I'm just gonna add this onto the lid just a little bit, blending inwards. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the only shimmer shades. This is right here, called Boom. Just a dark, kind of like a purple with a little bit of a blue undertone. And I'm just gonna kind of throw that on the lid. Okay, there. Not the most pigmented shimmer. Let me try a different brush. That brush normally I don't have any problems with, but let me just try like a more like flat brush. Okay, that's a little bit better. Still not overly impressed with this particular shade. Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed in the shade Boom. I'm just going to go ahead and pack it onto my brush and spray it. Much better. I'm going to do the other side and kind of let that dry. If you try to blend eyeshadow like right after you've applied it and it's wet, it can kind of turn into a disaster. So I'm just going to give that a moment and then I'll mix it up. So I didn't have much fallout up to this eyeshadow. Like before this one, fallout was minimal. Now, like, I'm kind of glad looking. I feel like Glitz, the lighter highlight shade, probably will be easier to work with, I'm assuming. But I'm kind of glad now that most of the shades are not shimmers. I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more Pop Rocks and a little bit of Boom mixed together. And I'm going to put that, just kind of blend that. Okay, I'm just going to go in with Boom by itself. And just kind of blend that into the crease so that the edges aren't choppy. And then I will take some more of Pop Rocks, put that on the outer V. I think the shades are definitely like a little bit temperamental. Like if you try to blend over them, you might have to add more, whatever. Like I didn't really have that problem with the other shades, but especially this purple Pop Rocks. So I think again I'm gonna wipe off all that extra purple and I'm gonna go in with the blue, the cloud shade, just to kind of blend the inner corner out a little bit. Definitely looking a little bit crazy. I think I'm going to end up highlighting my whole inner corner with the shade Glitz, this one right here, which I was really excited about. It's just a really pretty like minty light shade. Definitely looks to be a little bit on the drier side. Oh, but it's very pretty. Okay. I think I want to go ahead and use the glitter right here, which is called Cupcake, because it's really interesting, and this is the shade I see everyone always talk about. They're like, oh, Cupcake, like that's the most interesting glitter ever, and it really is. It's kind of like a mixture of like green, blue, purple. I don't know, it's a very interesting color. Unfortunately, I don't remember where my glitter glue is right now, but I feel like I heard someone once say that you can use lash glue, so I'm going to try that. Hopefully I don't like completely mess this up, but I'm just going to add a little bit of lash glue. Hopefully this doesn't ruin my brush. Oh gosh. I'm just going to add a little bit of lash glue right in the center here. Just throw it on. And grab some Cupcake. Okay, so that actually looks really cool. I don't know if it's going to show up as beautiful on camera as it is in person, but that's a really, really cool glitter. I actually didn't get too much fallout with the glitter for like using the lash glue and everything. I think I'm just going to go ahead and, without blending or anything, I'm just going to take like a synthetic brush and I'm just going to take Pop Rocks, just kind of like throw it on the corner and just kind of make it darker. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just kind of made this decision because I just feel like it's just something I have to do to be happy with the look. Before I do the lower lash line, I'm just going to take the Meet Matrimony palette and I'm going to take the black in here, which is called Matte Almond. Just looks like this, but you can use literally any black that you have if you're, you know, trying to recreate this or anything. Literally almost every single palette has a black. And I'm just going to like place this in the outer V and just kind of blend it just a little bit. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between the black and the purple and just kind of try and get that back where I want it. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more lash glue and I'm kind of just going to like complete this little outer corner and I'm going to add the glitter there too. Alright, so at this point I think that's the best I can do with the eyelids. The outer corner is not looking the absolute greatest. It was just kind of hard to blend, and like the glitter and like the lash glue and everything, like I don't know, I don't know if it's the eyeshadow's fault. I think it might be partially the eyeshadow's fault because when you blend it kind of wipes away. But like the outer corners just look a little choppy. They look a little funky. But that's okay. It's alright. It's not the end of the world. Let's just go ahead and go on to the lower lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with that shade Glitz right here. And just go ahead and make that more vibrant. I've got like 4 more matte shades to use in order to have used the entire palette. Other than the glitters, I'm going to start off with the shade Becky. And I'm just going to put that like in the middle of my lower lash line. I'm going to use a little bit of Tiki, which is this like red coral shade. Connect that to the outer part. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take like a little, this is the outer V brush from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to take the shade Dreamsicle, which is this really pretty orange shade, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend out those shades that I just added. Kind of blend out the bottom a little bit. On this side, the red didn't blend away very much, but on this side, like the red completely said goodbye, so I'm going to go back in with some more Tiki. Just kind of stamp that on. Yellow right here. And I'm just going to pop that onto this part right here. Actually looks really pretty. It's kind of turning the pink into an orange, so it's giving a really good gradient. So last but not least, I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go into a little bit more Pop Rocks, just because I want it to like go from like the top. Like I want it to just all kind of meet. More black, just because I want, like I said, I really like the look of it all kind of just coming together. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the House of Lashes lashes in Starlit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I think it looks really, really pretty. I like the way it looks with my eyes open. I'm very happy that my lashes are like really big, and they cover up the outer corner part, which is like very... it's messy. So I have to say that like I do like the palette, but I think that there's definitely room for improvement. So like for example, first off, I just have to say this shade Boom, like the pigmentation is very disappointing on this shade. It's hard to work with. I think that the glitters are really, really pretty. Like I think Cupcake on the lid, like it is a super cool, fun glitter. So I'm happy with that. I really, really like Glitz. I think it's a beautiful inner corner color. I think that the mattes blend well, except for Pop Rocks. I feel like Pop Rocks and actually Tiki too, the red, are like shades that really just blend away and you kind of have to pack on and just be very careful with them. So I think that you can definitely get this palette to work for you, but it's not something I would recommend to a beginner. For me, it's kind of worth it because I love the colors so, so much, and I'm just like so into colored eyeshadow. Like I definitely see myself continuing to use this, but I'll probably reach for a different purple, like a single purple that I have, or one from another palette, because that one wasn't my favorite to work with. I mean, yeah, it ended up being really messy in that one part. I think that the blues and the greens blended really pretty. I love the yellow and the like orange and the pink I thought looked nice on the lower lash line. So I'm kind of like, I mean, the palette is only $25 and you do get 14 eyeshadows. So I think if you like the colors, it's definitely worth trying out. I will definitely keep using it, and I will keep you guys updated, or I could do a full review on it once I've had the time to really sit down and play with it, just because I can't say like yes or completely no right now, because I did, you know, I had some good experience and some bad experiences from the colors that I've used so far. But yeah, I really do like how the eye look ended up, except for the outer V. We just have to pretend that's not happening there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.